Welcome to the very first episode of my hardcore classic World of Warcraft stream highlights video. Before we get started, I want to establish the point of this challenge that I've set for myself. If you're unaware of the hardcore classic World of Warcraft challenge, here are the rules. The hardcore classic WoW rule set is as follows. Number 1. You only have one life. If you die, you must delete the character or leave it as a permanent ghost. 2. All professions are allowed. Number 3. All talents are allowed. Number 4. You can use all gear that you self-craft or obtain yourself. Number 5. No auction house, no mailbox. Number 6. No trading of any kind with other characters, even for conjurables. Number 7. No grouping out in the open world. Number 8. Full hardcore dungeon groups are authorized, but only one run of each dungeon per character can be done. Number 9. The maximum authorized character level to run a dungeon can be found on the dungeon's meeting stone, for example, 17 through 26 for Deadmines. Number 10. Dungeon quests are authorized. Number 11. Warlocks can't res via Soulstone, Shamans can't res via Ankh, Paladins cannot Bubble Hearth. Number 12. At 60, you earn your freedom and become a full-fledged character with insane bragging rights. Number 13. No using the auto-unstuck feature to teleport to major cities. Number 14. You must record the journey locally or stream it. This is important because in order to be recognized as a legit run, it must be verified. Now for this hardcore challenge in particular, I am following all of these rules, however, with a twist. I'm not playing on the typical RP PvE server, Bloodsail Buccaneers, where everyone else does. However, I am attempting to complete this challenge on a PvP server. The only rules that differ from the challenge is that, now if I die for any reason, including being griefed by a level 60, I will still have to delete my character. So with that in mind, and without further ado, let's see how far I can get before I die in this game mode. Right here, I complete my first set of quests, easy peasy. Kobold camp, cleanup, and wolves across the border checked off. Super easy for now, though I won't bore you with all the easy starting zone quests, so why don't we just fast forward through them all. Wolves across the border turned in. Ding, level 3. Brotherhood of Thieves picked up. Kobold camp, cleanup turned in. Encrypted letter and investigate Echo Ridge picked up. Encrypted letter turned in. Stealth unlocked. Woo! Decided to sell some junk. Investigate Echo Ridge started. And Investigate Echo Ridge completed. Brotherhood of Thieves started. Brotherhood of Thieves completed. Backstab and Pickpocket trained. Brotherhood of Thieves turned in. Millie Osworth and Bounty of Garrick Padfoot picked up. Investigate Echo Ridge turned in. Skirmish at Echo Ridge picked up. Sold junk. Millie Osworth turned in. Millie's Harvest picked up. Skirmish at Echo Ridge started. Skirmish at Echo Ridge completed. Killed a Kobold. Ding, level 5. Millie's Harvest started. Millie's Harvest completed. Bounty of Garrick Padfoot completed. Millie's Harvest turned in. Graped Manifest picked up. Couldn't turn in. Bags full. Sold junk. Skirmish at Echo Ridge turned in. Report to Goldshire picked up. Great Manifest turned in. Bounty of Garrick Padfoot turned in. Now the starting zone was completed. Still super easy. However, the journey will only be much more challenging from here on out. As I make my way into Goldshire, I finally get some downtime to think to myself about what I want to do with this character. I really only have 3 different options as far as professions go: alchemy, engineering, and leatherworking. It's actually somewhat of a tough decision, especially being solo. They're all great professions to go for, but I decide to myself I'm leaning towards engineering. I make it into town and turn in and accept all the quests. Report to Goldshire turned in. The Fargo Deep Mine picked up. Rest and Relaxation turned in. Kobold Candles picked up. Gold Dust Exchange picked up. Killed this boar quickly for level 6. Trained Gouge and Sinister Strike rank 2. Then I made my way to Stormwind. Decided I would get an early start on professions. I honestly think it's best to pick up your professions as early as possible now. just because it'll save you so much more time in the long run doing it later. I personally don't want to be behind in my professions playing hardcore. Along the way, I definitively decide on engineering. Thought that it would be a lot of fun to give it a try. Made my way into the Dwarven District. Picked up Apprentice Engineering. Bought a pickaxe. And trained Apprentice Miner. Along my way out, I decide to pick up Wine Shop Advert. This is a fantastic quest to turn in at low level. Just a short walk to the winery and back for some easy XP. Wine Shop Advert turned in. Then, I make my way back outside to Stormwind into Elven Forest again. I decide to try out the new abilities I've just trained up. Sweet. Slap. Bang. Pow. Bam. And now, the end of day 1 came for me. I wasn't able to play a ton the first day, but I did get myself to a good starting point. Had another obligation, so I unfortunately had to go right away and wasn't able to log out in an inn. Though I could have literally walked 50 more steps over to Stormwind, I would have been fine. Whatever. Alright. A start of a new day. I'm really excited to get back into this character and see how far we can progress. I start heading back down to Goldshire and look over some of my quests. Should be pretty easy quests to complete. Cobalt Candles, Gold Dust Exchange, and the Fargo Deep Mine. Before I make it down to Goldshire, I spotted my first mining node. Woo! Getting a head start on professions, let's go. I make it past Goldshire, and I'm ready to start Gold Dust Exchange and Cobalt Candles. Gold Dust Exchange and Cobalt Candles started. Here I actually run into my first somewhat close call. 3 kobolds come out of nowhere and try to murder me. I successfully bring down the first kobold, and casually loot its corpse to finish the quest. At this point I was still getting a feel for how far I can push my rogue's limits to. So this interaction was really kind of scuffed. I also noticed that my eviscerate wasn't always connecting, even though I was the same level as these mobs. My mistake here was that I was overconfident and decided not to LOS the first kobold I attacked. I ended up getting swarmed by 2 more kobolds, but in the end managed to bring them all down, thankfully. Wasn't too bad, but I still gotta be careful. Even though at this point, I am only still level 6, this small interaction still gives me a friendly reminder that I need to stay more alert while playing. I truly wouldn't want to start fresh all over again. Hopefully this run will continue to be blessed. And that's also Gold Dust Exchange and Cobalt Candles completed. After I left the Fargo Deep Mines, I returned back to Goldshire. Gold Dust Exchange turned in, the Fargo Deep Mine turned in, the Jasper Lode Mine picked up, and Cobalt Candles turned in. Couldn't pick up shipment to Stormwind, sold junk, picked up shipment to Stormwind. From here, I was very unsure of what order to do quests in now. I looked over my quests and thought I might quickly turn in shipment to Stormwind, so I do. Shipment to Stormwind turned in. Ding! Level 7. From here, I think after analyzing the footage, I wanted to go back to the bank, but I ended up having a short conversation with some people nearby. After our conversation, I headed back to Goldshire to check out what I could do for quests. I was playing without a quest tracker, so at the time I thought that I would go back and level in Elven Forest. However, I ended up making different plans. While I was there though, I picked up 1 bag and some throwing knives. Picked up a fishy peril, turned in a fishy peril. Picked up further concerns. This is where I noticed that both of these quests were orange to me, so I thought to go level in Dunmoreau. Leveling there should give me quite a boost in XP. Take the tram to Ironforge, picked up Stocking Jet Steam, picked up the Grizzled Den, picked up ammo for Rumble Shot. Tools for Steel Grill picked up, Beer Basted Boar Ribs picked up, Frostmane Hold picked up, ammo for Rumble Shot completed, the Grizzled Den started. While I was here at the Grizzled Den, I was still learning how to play my rogue. It's not a class that I really played a whole lot, so I wanted to try out using my thrown weapons I just bought back in Goldshire. I was surprised to find out that they actually do a ton of damage. I was even more surprised to find out that I was successfully able to bring down all of the Wendigos here with literally just my thrown weapons, in combination with the occasional gouge. It was super fun attempting this. It also boosted my thrown weapon skill to the max level for level 7 too. The Grizzled Den completed. Stocking Jet Steam and Beer Basted Boar Ribs started. Beer Basted Boar Ribs completed, minus the Rhapsody Malt. Stocking Jet Steam completed. Ammo for Rumble Shot turned in. Then I headed back to Karanos to turn in my other quests. At this point, I was really happy with my decision to come to Dunmoreau. Gained a lot of really easy XP, and this will make the rest of Elven Forest twice as easy. Purchased Rhapsody Malt to complete Beer Basted Boar Ribs. Decided it was a good time to train apprentice cooking now. I had the silver finally, and cooking in my opinion is essential for hardcore. Trained cooking quickly to level 6, only to realize I had just cooked my boar ribs for stocking jet steam. Ugh, why do I do this to myself every time? Beer-basted boar ribs turned in. Ding, level 8. Completed stocking jet steam. Grizzled Den turned in. And finally, tools for steel grill turned in. Headed back to Ironforge. At this point, along the journey, I picked up quite a few mining nodes and stocked up on quite a bit of copper ore and rough stone. Decided I would stop to clear out my inventory a bit by doing some engineering training. Smelted all of my copper ore, crafted all my copper stone into rough blasting powder. At this point, I wasn't really sure what to make with engineering, so I actually ended up just heading back to Stormwind. Gave myself some time to think about what to craft while I was on the tram. Decided for inventory's sake, I would craft 1 stack of 2 rough dynamite and the rest into crafted light shots. Headed back to the bank to deposit items, went back to Goldshire and trained Eviscerate rank 2 and Evasion. Picked up fishing, completed the Jasper lode mine, turned in further concerns, picked up Find the Lost Guards, picked up Protect the Frontier, started Protect the Frontier, completed Protect the Frontier, picked up Report to Grind Stout Mantle, turned in Protect the Frontier, turned in Jasper lode mine, picked up Westbrook Garrison Needs Help. Inventory was rather full now, sold junk, took a break, sat AFK in the inn for a bit, picked up Elmore's Task. Now I figured I should invest in my professions a bit more again. Smelted some more copper ore, made some more rough blasting powder, crafted another stack of rough dynamite and crafted light shots, trained cooking. Then I made my way down to Stonefield Farm. Was excited that I was getting close to fully completing Elwyn Forest. Can't wait to move on to Westfall in future. Lost Necklace picked up. Princess Must Die picked up. Lost Necklace turned in. Pie for Belly picked up. Pie for Belly started. Pie for Belly completed. Young Lovers picked up. After this, I ran all the way down to Brackwell Pumpkin Patch to give my hand at trying to down Princess. Let's just say that my first attempt didn't go so well. I made one seriously huge mistake in the first fight. I gouged Princess, thinking that mitigating her damage would be beneficial. Turns out that wasn't such a good idea. Her 2 other boars ran after me and chipped away at my health while I tried to focus Princess with my throwing knives. I end up getting chunked by a crit from Princess and just barely managed to health pop before jumping over the fence to safety. Super freaking close. After that close call, I decided to try downing her a second time. I wait around for my dynamite and health pots to come off cooldown and eat some spirit stam food. Instead, I start off by getting a backstab off onto Princess and doing as much DPS as possible, stay close to her, and keep doing as much damage as possible. Then I found a great opportunity to use my health potion and successfully bring her down. Thankfully I was able to pull up the W in the end. What I learned from this fight was that going all in is usually your best bet, as long as you can actually handle the situation. After that though, I make my way back down to Stonefield Farm. Princess Must Die turned in. This turn-in, not gonna lie, actually feels really great. Pie for Belly turned in. Back to Billy picked up. Back to Billy turned in. Gold Tooth picked up. Gold Tooth completed. Gold Tooth turned in. Young Lovers turned in. Speak with Grandma picked up. Speak with Grandma turned in. Note to William picked up. Note to William turned in. And for now, this is where the episode comes to an end. I was able to get level 10 in a shockingly long amount of time. I checked my /playtime and found out that it took me 4 hours to get level 10. But honestly, it was seriously one heck of an adventure. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I got this idea to create episodes of my hardcore World of Warcraft progression and cut them into mini-series from my days of watching old school RuneScape videos. So if there are any critiques of this style of content, I'd like to know. Please leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how I can improve. Would you guys prefer shorter videos or some longer scenes to make this more entertaining? However, I really had a lot of fun making this series and more are soon to come. If you really liked this video, please give me a like and subscribe if you'd like to follow me along in this adventure. I also stream my hardcore World of Warcraft progression right here on YouTube as well. I'm currently working on the solo hardcore rogue, and I occasionally play duos with my brother from time to time. Come check us out if you see that we're live, and I truly hope you enjoyed my first ever hardcore World of Warcraft episode. Peace.